Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 131 of playing chess every single day until 2000 elo. So, as you can see here, we will not be playing live chess today because I literally just finished playing these two games and my computer crashed. So the file was corrupted. So we're just going to go through the two games. I'll tell you guys kind of what I was thinking, etc. We'll look at the game review. And hopefully this is okay. If you don't really like these kind of style of videos, then maybe you watch yesterday's or wait for tomorrow's. But honestly, I'm not really feeling the best about my chess. So I feel like sitting here for another hour playing two more games will just not be good for my rating and also my improvement. I would much rather do a recap like this. So for the very first game, we're going against Garrido, 77. He plays e4, and we play a Caro-Kann. We get an exchange, and this was just kind of like a very solid setup game, very typical. He goes here. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to plan, but we just developed the bishop, and now he solidifies the center because I'm trying to win this pawn or break down this little structure here. So we castle. And now he pins my knight. We kick him away. I was a little bit worried about this move, but I mean, then it's fine. We just keep doing our thing. You know, bring this over and then advance. But he goes back. He just offers a trade. So we go a6. We're getting ready to go b5, maybe knight a5, and then plop the knight here. Apparently the computer thinks that we should immediately go for b5, which is very interesting, probably trying to undermine this structure. Anyways, he castles. We just develop the rook. Now he takes, and we take back, obviously. He now reroutes that knight, and we go rook here to this, to this file. We're kind of anticipating that this could be opening up eventually. He develops his rook, and now he jumps to the edge of the board. Not he. I am he. Anyways, I jump to the edge of the board, plop the knight here, which apparently is not the best move, but it's a good square, and he trades it off. We get the bishop. And then we take with the rook, because taking with the pawn would be very silly. I bet you Stockfish hates it. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but anyways. Takes, and now he develops his queen. We double up on that file, he goes there, and now we go b5. This is a blunder because of a tactic that I do not find, which I mean, these are actually hard to see, especially in the game, but the tactic is rook takes on d4, because if captures, then we go here. Wait, is that it? Right? Yeah, that is. Anyways, we try to undermine. We're still winning. And then the computer doesn't hate this move. But my point is he can't take this pawn because then takes. So he comes back. Now we take. He takes. It's a huge mistake. Probably because of that. Or what is the move? Oh, because of that, sorry. Obviously not that right now. So that's what Stockfish wants to see. I didn't do that. In fact, I did something much worse, which is just queen to c6. And I knew like winning this pawn was going to be very hard. And like, he's just going to go here. He can't go here, but he can go here with the knight. I'm not winning this pawn, essentially. So he just brings the rook back. And now we make a big mistake. And my thought process behind this was after takes here, like now we can win this pawn. That's kind of what I calculated, but he just moves out of the way. It's not a big deal. And we now solidify this pawn here by going f5. Apparently the computer just wanted me to push this pawn and give away this because he can't actually, like if he takes here, we win this pawn. But he goes there. I bring the king up because he's threatening to take, which I didn't like. And now he goes here, and I go up. I go g5 because he was... Wait, why did I play... I was looking at this fork, sorry. That's exactly why I did that. And he actually blunders here. If I find this move, f4, attacking the rook, the queen apparently has to come in and like gobble the pawns, checking me and give up the rook or something. Like, I'm not 100% sure. I did see this move, obviously, but I thought after this, like, I mean, we can't play this move. He just takes. So how do you go about this? Apparently you just slow play it. You just play queen to d5, protect the pawn, and then just get ready to play this because he can't really go anywhere. Like after this, it's calling for h4. Yeah, okay, you can't do that. Yeah, because then rook takes. So apparently here, now you trade everything, and then he attacks. You just attack this pawn. If he ever takes, you take. But we didn't do any of that. I'm sorry my name is highlighted for some reason. We miss it, and we play king to g6. And to be totally honest with you, it's because I was very, 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 very scared of this check. And apparently I just had to, stand up straight, say, come fight me. But like, you can't tell me this looks horribly like scary, because check, run, takes. I'm losing these two pawns. Rook's gonna get in, queen's in here, like very, very scary stuff. And then, okay, we went through that quickly. I spent 10 seconds, which is actually just 5, because we get 5-second increment here, and played the move rook to c3, just blundering a full rook. And earlier in the game, I was saying it's going to be the first person to blunder who loses this game, and then I go on and play this. This is like a horrific move, and it's all to do with this kind of setup. Now, if this was a queen, like if these were swapped, this move would be perfectly fine. But it's because after takes, he's just up a rook, or he's just up a queen against a rook. And now he just comes in, we go here, we run the king, we take that, and we're trying to set up a little bit of tricks here. Takes, and now he had to play this, which is what he does play. But let's say he goes, okay. Say that he just goes here. This is what I saw. I mean, it was worth just going for, because I was already lost. And you never know, like, if you're ever in a position where you can threaten a checkmate and you're completely lost, like, there's no way you can win this in regular circumstances unless they mess up. Like, setting up these little traps is 100% the way to go. But, of course, he just goes ahead, sacks the queen, promotes, and, yeah, we don't need to really go through too much, but this is how it ends. He checkmates me. Apparently, he played at an 1850 performance elo, and I played at a 17. I mean, I think I played decently up until that blunder. 78.4% accuracy, not terrible. Just that one blunder really killed me. So let's take a look at that second game. So we played with an 82.8% accuracy, and Buddy played with a 74.1, and it was another Caro-Kann, and we played a Tartakower. Probably see these lots. Just bring the bishop out. He brings the bishop out, which is the main move. Then we castle, and in my little analysis afterwards, this is the top move. Like, instead of rook there, the computer wants this, but like, I'm taught to go here and bring the knight there, put the bishop out, so we don't go for that. Yeah, we just play rook to e8. He challenges, just bring the knight, put the knight on that f8 square, because that's where it's gonna be protecting this, h7. Now, in this position, what was the best move? I was contemplating this, but I felt like this is just not good. Opens the king up. Apparently we're supposed to just bring the queen up, develop the queen, protect this, maybe have some future threats. connect the rooks also. Now he played g3 here, which I did not like at all, because it just allows for bishop h3. And I mean, there's not a whole lot that's wrong with allowing that, because there really isn't any threats here. But just long term, I felt like that could be something you just don't want to handle. And now he plays this move, stopping this, because then we have ideas of that after we remove this, obviously. And now I get this whole idea about a5, and the idea is to go a4, because we saw the alignment of the queen and rook here, and we saw that if we got a bishop to a5, we're going to win material. And he just goes here, and we play a4. He just moves the rook. I'm assuming because he planned on like moving, not there obviously, but like moving back and then pushing. But anyways, he goes there, and now we just continue with our plan. He moves, we take, and now we strike at the center. He's attacking the bishop, so we're forced to do something. So we need to give up that bishop, which kind of sucked because I felt like our bishop was decent there. And he recaptures of the queen, threatening nothing because of this beautiful knight. And now we take, which apparently is not the best move. Apparently we're supposed to immediately attack this, but I just figured, like, I was trying not to create a bunch of weaknesses. So we went there because we didn't want to allow him to take, and then take. So now we take the open file, or semi-open file, I should say. He attacks the pawn. I take, and now we bring the queen up, protects this pawn, but also just connects the rooks, and tries for a queen trade. He obviously doesn't want a queen trade because he's down material. Now we get the knight out, cutting off any kind of funny business here. He pushes, which I didn't think was great. He takes, and we missed something here, which was this move. Now, I saw this move. Don't get me wrong. I did actually consider playing rook to b5. But what I calculated was after takes, we're losing. And I was correct. We are losing. But what I failed to realize was after here, if he takes, we just take like this. And we're happy with the trade. Because he can't actually take the rook, because the rook's protected. Apparently, we can also just take with the pawn, which actually looks pretty strong, in my opinion. But yeah, we just miscalculated, kind of poor play. And as you could see, like from the first game, we're not really playing as good as we have the past days, which kind of sucks because I really want to get over that 1600 threshold and stay there. But I'm also very, what's the word? I'm very true with myself. And I truly believe that I will be over 1600 consistently when I deserve to be. And I just haven't earned the right yet. And I said the same thing to myself when I dropped from 15 all the way down to 1400. Just kept telling myself, like, you'll be 1500 again once you prove that you actually deserve to be 1500. And I think that's just a good mindset because it really does push yourself to, you know, play better, practice more, and just try to actually achieve your goals rather than be upset that, oh, I hit the 1600 threshold and now I'm 1560. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because you haven't actually earned that 1600 mark yet. You touched it, but you're not actually a 1600. That's just how I look at it, you know. So we go rook to d8, bishop back, and now we go g6. We're trying to get that queen out of here. He just goes back, and now we make a big mistake, which is just pushing g5. So I was trying to be a little bit too passive before, and now I'm trying to be too aggressive, pushing the pawns like this, just allowing the queen to come back in and be a menace, basically targeting this and whatnot. But he misses the opportunity. He just goes here. We play knight to g7, and I keep telling myself, so I've started doing this thing where it's like, if I'm up material like this, I'm up 2 points of material, I started telling myself, you are up 2 points of material, the time is nearly equal, just defend, try to get trades, do not blunder, just do not blunder. For the love of God, do not blunder. So I'm trying to be very, like, I don't know, defensive. As you can see here, like queen to b7 tries to force a trade. Not force, but tries for a trade. Obviously, he's not going to go for it. And now we try for another trade. But we also take the open file. And now we play h5, trying to get rid of that queen. And here we make a mistake, which I was just saying, do not blunder. But this is just straight up giving him this h5 pawn, which it's actually worse than just giving the h5 pawn because he is getting me stuck in a box. But now we take the bishop, and he takes back. What he had to do here, because if you look at the eval, like it's zeros. It's a draw because he can just check me, and I'm forced to go back and forth. Like the knight's hanging, but it doesn't matter because the moment I step out here, like I am just getting brutalized. I don't even know, like that. Jesus. Not that. Like it's really bad. And the material's equal now, but look at my king versus his king, and his pieces are like swarming me. So he missed an opportunity for a draw, but at my level, perpetual checks are kind of hard to see, and I might have even like tried to run because that's just, I don't know, I might not have, but I might have. It's hard to say, like seeing it now, but so he takes back, and there's one move that threatens checkmate, and that is rook to a2, and he plays rook f1, and it's checkmate. I mean, in this position, he didn't really have much to do, like just here, and then he's got to run. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but he's gonna get into some trouble because now he's out and he's starting to get exposed basically. But I mean, not too bad of games. We had a performance elo of 1800 in this one, and he played at 1550 apparently. I don't really truly believe those rating performance elos most of the time, but they're cool to look at, and it's a cool metric to kind of get like, oh, I played decent this game and whatnot. And like to see 1800 when I'm a 1600 or a 2000 performance elo kind of just feeds your ego, you know, which is not great, but we won't go on about that. Yeah, so truly, I'm sorry about what happened with the footage, but I mean, after seeing these games, you probably agree it's best that I give you a recap like this rather than go on and play. And I probably will lose those 2 games and lose a bunch of elo, you know, because now I'm tired after playing these 2 games. They're 2 very long games, and yeah, I mean, chess is hard. But there it is. That is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. I'll see you tomorrow.